Lance Lambert from, I think he's with Fortune. Great. He puts it all here in one tweet, really. Fantastic tweet. Mortgage purchase applications dipped to a 28-year low. In other words, mortgage demand, depending upon what numbers you look at, is at a 27 or a 28-year low. That's back in the 90s when I was skinny. Why? Mortgage rates are hovering at somewhere about a 20 or 22-year high. In other words, the market, buyers are saying, oh, I give up, right? At 7.5%, I give up. Although rates have sagged a little bit off the 7.5, and now they're down to like 7.2. And I think last week, for a split second, they actually hit like 7.1. So the simple fact of the matter is, how do we get out of this? And I don't think anyone really knows the answer to that. It's completely unclear whether we'll actually get out of this at any time soon. We're not going to get into the details of this, but you can see they're saying it's a 27-year low for mortgage demand, 27-8-year, 28-year, whatever it is, 28, 27. It's low. It's low. So the question becomes, how do we get out of this? And I think when we look at mortgage rates, and you look at like a chart, for instance, of the 30-year fix. Let's bring that up here for you. Oh, wrong button. Here we go here. Over the course of the year, we are slightly down, but as you can see, we're going back up a little bit if we look at Mortgage News Daily. That's about 7.2-ish, and that's just off the highs. Looking at that trend, I mean, there is a clear trend upward. There's a clear trend upward. I just don't see it turning down. We had a little retracement from 7.5, and now we're, it's just a blip, and it's incredibly difficult to time these things. But the overall trend from early 2023 is up. I mean, that's just what it is. It's up. So until we actually see a complete reversal of that, I don't know about that. I don't see that. Next week, we don't have a lot of Fed news this week or economic news this week. We have a lot of Fed speakers, I think, especially tomorrow, Thursday. But next Wednesday, on the 13th, we have the inflation number come out, CPI and core CPI. Those are going to be something we're going to cover on this channel. Those are going to be incredibly important numbers to come out next week. So this week, a little light on the economic numbers, but next week, core CPI and CPI itself next Wednesday. So most of the market is now pricing in a pause, meaning that the Fed won't raise rates in September. Remember, basically, they can do three things. They can raise rates, keep them the same, or lower rates. I mean, I don't see them cutting rates at all. I don't see that happening. But a pause seems to be the consensus. On the other hand, I mean, when you heard Powell talk at Jackson Hole a week or two ago, or whenever that was, a week and a half ago, whatever it was, he says he's basically navigating by the stars on a cloudy night. That did not engender a lot of confidence, at least that they know what they're doing. And, generally speaking, if I could just kind of, from the big picture here, I would much rather have the market decide what interest rates are going to be rather than have some group of so-called experts in Washington, D.C. have some like black box that's basically just all politics decide what the actual interest rates are going to be, right? I'd rather have the infinite number of decision makers in the marketplace make that decision rather than a handful of people in a star chamber somewhere in Washington, D.C. that aren't really accountable to the people. That's just me. That's what I would prefer. All right.